Anyone who has an air conditioner at home will notice that its hose always drips water, regardless of the type of air conditioner. You might find that this hose either drips on the balcony plants or on people passing by in the street. But have you ever wondered where this water comes from? The matter is puzzling, and more importantly, is the water that comes out of the air conditioner clean in the first place? Can we drink it, or is it unfit for use? Hello everyone, but before we start, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive our videos first. To understand where this water comes from, we first need to understand how the air conditioner works. The air conditioning device consists of 4 important parts: the compressor, the condenser, the valve, and the evaporator. The first thing is that the refrigerant gas enters the compressor, which is the compressor, to pump this gas and force it to move through the pipes of the cooling circuit. Due to this process, the temperature of the gas starts to rise, which is not the desired result. We want the gas to be cold, not hot, so the gas begins to move to the second part, which is the condenser. The condenser is a set of pipes through which the gas flows to cool down, especially since the condenser contains a large fan, which we see in the outdoor unit, and its function is to cool the gas. Therefore, after a while, the gas starts to turn into a liquid, but the temperature of the liquid is still high. For this reason, the refrigerant liquid moves to a valve called the expansion valve located at the end of the condenser. The function of this valve is to make the high temperature refrigerant liquid pass through a very narrow opening, which results in a drop in its pressure. One of the properties of the refrigerant liquid is that when it is exposed to low pressure, its temperature decreases. After that, the refrigerant liquid, which has become cold, is pumped through pipes leading to the indoor unit to reach the last part of the circuit, which is the evaporator. The evaporator is also a set of copper pipes surrounding an internal fan. The fan takes the hot air from the room and makes it pass through the pipes containing the refrigerant liquid, cooling the hot air when it comes into contact with the pipes, thereby lowering the room temperature. As a result of what happened, the refrigerant liquid in the pipes turns back into gas due to the heat and returns again to the compressor to be pumped through the cooling circuit once more. We repeat the whole cycle from the beginning. But wait, where does the water that drips from the hose come from? The whole story doesn't involve any water. The water appears in the final stage of the cooling cycle at the evaporator. As explained earlier, when the cold refrigerant liquid passes through the copper pipes inside the evaporator, the hot air in the room comes into contact with these pipes, cooling the air. Here lies the crux. Atmospheric air generally contains a certain percentage of water vapor, humidity. So, when the hot air touches the evaporator pipes, the water vapor in the air starts to condense, forming water droplets that collect inside the indoor air conditioning unit in a drip tray. This is exactly like what happens when we take a cold water bottle out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. We suddenly find water on the outside of the bottle. This water is not from the bottle itself, but is the hot air in the room that, when it touches the cold surface of the bottle, condenses and turns into water droplets. The same idea applies to the evaporator inside the air conditioner. The difference is that air conditioner manufacturers design a special tray to collect these water droplets, and this tray is connected to a drainage hose. This is the water that drips and causes wetness. For this reason, if anyone notices, on days when humidity is higher, there is much more water dripping. This leads us to another point, which is the water vapor present in the air and why it is so abundant. The water vapor present in the air comes from several sources. The most important is the evaporation process caused by sunlight heating water bodies such as rivers, seas, and oceans. The sun releases a quantity of water molecules in the form of vapor, which mixes with the air, and air currents and winds carry the water vapor everywhere on the Earth's surface. There is also the process of transpiration performed by plants, where plants release water vapor into the air in large quantities through their pores. Not only plants, but even the breathing process in humans produces water vapor. Any human activity, such as cooking, heating water, or taking a shower, produces water vapor in the surrounding air. Therefore, there is always a percentage of water vapor in the air everywhere, even in extremely dry environments. The percentage ranges from 0.2% in cold places to 4% in hot places, which is quite significant. It is rare to find a place on Earth devoid of water vapor, including your air-conditioned room. Therefore, as long as the air conditioner is operating and cooling the air, it will continue to drip. In fact, the water droplets that come out of the air conditioner's hose are an indicator that the air conditioner is working properly. If the hose is not dripping, it means that either the air conditioner is malfunctioning and not cooling the air, or the drainage is blocked, which could cause a problem. Some might think that a few water droplets are not significant, but the truth is that the amount of water that comes out of the air conditioner's hose is quite substantial. An air conditioner can expel between 20 liters to 70 liters of water per day. If we multiply this amount by an average of 5 months, which are the summer months, we are talking about an amount ranging from 3,000 liters to 10,000 liters of water for just one air conditioner. Imagine if there are multiple air conditioners in a home or a series of air conditioners in a large building. It is an enormous amount of water being condensed. Amidst the water crisis the world is facing, researchers have begun to wonder, can we benefit from air conditioning water? The water that comes out of the air conditioner is distilled and pure. It does not contain chlorine, fluoride, salt, or chemicals, meaning it is free of everything found in tap water. Thus, it can be used to water plants, and it would be very suitable for this purpose since it is free of chlorine and chemicals. Therefore, directing the air conditioner hose to discharge onto a garden, tree, or other plants is a correct and problem-free practice. Additionally, since air conditioning water is pure, it can be used for cleaning, to clean windows and glass, wash clothes, clean floors, or even wash cars. The cleaning efficiency with this water would be excellent. It can also be used to fill fountains or artificial ponds or any architectural decorations that rely on water. By using air conditioning water for these purposes instead of regular water, we can save large amounts of fresh water and replace it with air conditioning water that comes from the air and costs us nothing. However, the important question remains, since this water is pure, can we drink it? Unfortunately, the answer to this question is no. Although air conditioning water is pure as mentioned, it has two main issues. The first problem is that it lacks essential minerals or nutrients such as calcium, magnesium, and potassium, which are present in the regular drinking water. These elements are important because the body needs them, and water without them has no nutritional value. The second issue is that air conditioning water may contain bacteria, fungi, and contaminants because it passes through the air conditioning unit, which is a moist environment that can be a breeding ground for germs. Additionally, the tray that collects the water inside the air conditioner may accumulate mold or rust, especially if regular maintenance is not performed. Therefore, air conditioning water is not suitable for drinking. However, research is being conducted to try to make air conditioning water safe for drinking. Some experiments have successfully treated air conditioning water by heating and filtering it until it becomes potable, but this field is still under development. So today we answered the questions, where does the water from the air conditioning come from, and is it suitable for drinking? If you've made it this far, you're a champ. Don't forget to hit the like button before you leave so we know how many people made it to the end. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments under the video and we will answer them. See you in the next episode.